How often should you have your house washed? We recommend every 6 to 18 months, but really there's several things that determine how long you should wait before you get your house washed. And some of those key factors are what we're going to go over in this video. The first key factor is tree cover and shade. If you ever look at a property, you'll notice almost every single time the north side of a property will be dirtier than the other side of the property, just because the north side typically sits in the shade throughout the day longer than the other sides of a property. So tree cover, shade is a big determination of how often you should have your area washed. Another determining factor is how close are you to possibly a lake or the ocean or any standing water, because remember, mold thrives off shade and moisture, and if you have those two combinations, then you're going to need to have your house or your area washed a lot more than someone who has a property that's in the middle of nowhere with no sun or no cover at all. They're not going to need their area washed near as often as the house that's sitting down on the river that's got tree cover all over the area. Another thing that can determine it is just simply how much rain we get through the year, because it goes back to moisture. So you'll notice some years you may have to have it washed a little bit more often than other. Then that might be because we're having a heavier, rainier season that year, or heavier or higher levels of humidity that year than in previous years. But those three things combined usually determine how often you're going to have your house washed. Tree cover and shade, how close are you to a body of water, and just how much rainfall have we received throughout the year. Those three things will determine how often you should have your house washed, but what we come to find is most people need their house washed every 6 to 18 months.